So yeah, that Rams Bills game, Bills came up short 44-42, but a lot of people would probably say that's the game of the year. Out of that
Sure.
game, who would you say that you're more impressed by between the Rams or Josh Allen?
Listen, Josh Allen was excellent. Excellent. And even though I don't care so much about tush-push touchdowns, and I think some of these, Josh Allen the last 2 weeks has done things no quarterback's ever done. I don't look at 2 weeks ago that he has a receiving touchdown. A receiving touchdown is catching a touchdown. Josh Allen threw a pass, it got lateraled back to him, and because of an odd statistical anomaly, he finishes that game with 1 touchdown, 7 receiving yards, 0 catches. So it's just like even the box score doesn't make sense, and I don't value tush-push touchdowns the way other people do. With that said, he was their entire offense. So I was wildly impressed by him. My concern for the Bills, as much as I have liked the Bills all year, this was my concern early in the season, and I said it. I think teams with elite passing attacks, I don't think the Bills' back end can hold up. And the Rams, when they are healthy and Stafford is rolling, that is an elite passing attack. There is no denying it. There is no getting around it. And you saw it again this weekend. Now, the Rams have a lot of work to do to make the playoffs, but because of this hot streak, they now sneaky have 2 paths to the playoffs, DeMonte. They control their own destiny for the division if they win out. And they obviously, if Seattle stumbles, can win the division. But they also quietly have another path that no one's really talking about, which is, what if they get the 7 seed because the Commanders fall apart? Now, we saw the Commanders trending down, and then they got the gift of the Tennessee Titans, and so everyone's like, oh, okay, the Commanders are fine. Maybe, and they're coming off a bye, so maybe they're okay. But they're at the Saints this weekend, then home for Philly, home for the Falcons, out the Cowboys. So I think the Rams, their best path is winning the division, but the 7 seed door isn't shut to them. If they win the division, though, DeMonte, they are not going to object to that potential Super Bowl road. They would start with a home game, ostensibly against Minnesota. Minnesota's really good, but they played Minnesota this year and beat them 30-20. They then, if the bracket holds, would be going to Detroit. They played Detroit in the playoffs last year, lost by 1. They played Detroit week 1 of this season, went to overtime. So Detroit's better than the Rams, there's no denying it, but Stafford plays them tough, and I just, when you have, in my opinion, the best coach in the conference and the best quarterback in the conference, if you win your division and you get at least 1 home game, you're a live playoff.
Both have been there. Yeah, 100%. Right. The Rams have previous experience over the Lions, and yeah.
And the last
they got
coach-quarterback combo to win a Super Bowl, not named Reed Mahomes, was McVay-Stafford. So the Rams, when they're rolling offensively, are just, they look unstoppable. And as, I will say this, as bullish as I am on the Chiefs, and as I have been all year, the type of team that worries me the most are teams with 2 elite receivers and an elite quarterback to go along with it. Now, there's only 2 teams in the league that fit that bill, the Rams and the Bengals. The Eagles have 2 elite receivers, but I don't think
Philly.
I just don't think Jalen's an elite quarterback, and I don't know if you saw the latest drama out of Philly. Yeah. They seem to be trying to light themselves on fire again. And, I mean, Jalen, I don't put this on Jalen, but
he can have a great
you've
game.
Got a bad game but the post-game comments from A.J. Brown saying, what's the problem? He says, a passing game. And then, what do you guys need to work on? Passing. And then Brandon Graham comes out yesterday and says, Brandon Graham, the leader of that team, arguably, who tore his tricep, so he's out for the year, but still the veteran leader, said on the radio yesterday, he has since apologized, yeah, I don't know what happened between Jalen and AJ. They used to be friends.
Oh,
He's
wow.
like, so, yeah, and now today he's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. But, like, you can't put that genie back in the bottle, man. But back to the point I was making about teams that can give the Chiefs the most trouble. 2 elite receivers and elite quarterback since Jalen Watson went down. That's the type of team the Chiefs don't have an answer for. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.